Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. I hope you're doing fantastic. Great to be with you today. Thanks for spending some time with me. Again, uh, just share this with somebody if you think they'll find it beneficial. Spread the word. We're continuing to talk about mental health in the workplace because I think it's a very, very important topic that doesn't get enough attention, at least the way I think it should. So I'm here to play my part, and it's important to understand that there's so many factors or many factors that exist outside of us. We might refer to these as systemic factors that we cannot control. That is true, and I never want to downplay that. But in acknowledging systemic factors, we also have to acknowledge the things that lie within our control or that we can influence. And we need to, as I often say, pay attention to those things as well. So it's not either or, it's both and. And so when it comes to mental health, we need to be proactive in protecting our own mental health, and especially when it comes to the workplace. As we know, we spend a lot of time at work. And so, from that perspective, work's doing a number. Work's doing something when it comes to our mental health. It's either helping us in a positive way or it's causing us problems with our mental health. And I hope for you, work is positively benefiting your mental health. But if it isn't, then we need to do something about it. And even if generally speaking, work is a positive thing when it comes to your mental health, there's still probably some things you can do to improve and become better. So today let's start with setting clear boundaries when it comes to work. Now, I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe it's all life and work is a part of life. But I do believe that we need to hold work in a healthy place relative to all the other things you might have going on in your life, whether it's your family, whether it's your community, whether it's sports. I don't know what it is, but work is probably not the only thing you do. You probably have some hobbies, you have things you like. So work fits in with the rest of these things. And work is very important because for many of us, work is how we uh, keep up with our lives. It's how we fund all those other activities, if you want to think about it that way. So work is important. However, work still needs to have or be placed in a healthy place or position relative to everything else. And for many of us, this can become challenging at times where work all of a sudden encroaches and expands and almost like a weed begins to just take over the space where other things should be. And all of a sudden, we're not spending time with our family. We're not going out to things we like to do because we're working. That leads to stress, may even lead to depression, might lead to sleeping challenges. Who knows? These things happen. Sometimes we even take jobs we have no business taking or take on roles we have no business taking because the demands and stress of those roles don't fit where we are in our personal lives. It's tough stuff, but it's the truth. And in those situations, we may want to consider really like going to and doing something different that is in a healthier relationship with the rest of our life. So we need to set these boundaries. And the simplest boundary I can like advise you to set is boundaries around the start and the end of your day, the start and the end of your day, especially if you're working from home. For many of us, the days become this giant block of work. We roll out of bed, brush our teeth, or maybe not. Some people don't think they do, but roll out of bed and we start working, and we're working till very late, no breaks. We're just working all day long. That is unhealthy. I'll suggest having a ritual to start off the day and maybe working in a different space. But even if you don't have a different space because you don't live in a place where you have all that space, at least have a ritual, change into a pair of clothes, for instance, drink something, I don't know, but have a ritual that signifies the workday starting. And then at the end of the day, have another ritual to signify the day is ending and end the day, except for exceptions, because life, things do happen, but routinely and regularly end the day and work is over. Create those boundaries for from a work perspective. Apply this thinking to the weekend too. Maybe dedicate only 1 hour on over the weekend to check emails or something, but have boundaries. Set your schedule for work. Don't let work set that schedule for you. If you can't do that, you'll find yourself in a very difficult spot. So that's my tip of the week when it comes to mental health. Set clear boundaries around work. Well, hopefully, this is helpful. Hopefully, it helps you to experience more joy at work. And if it does, and even if it does, just share this with somebody else. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.